In the small town of Strasbourg, a strange and inexplicable phenomenon occurred in the summer of 1518. Without warning or apparent cause, a woman known as Frau Trophäa began dancing uncontrollably in the streets. What started as a solitary dance soon turned into a full-blown epidemic, as more and more people joined in, unable to stop their frenzied movements. This strange event became known as the Dancing Plague of 1518, and to this day, its cause remains a mystery. As July 1518 dawned in Strasbourg, Frau Trophäa's inexplicable dancing ignited a bizarre epidemic. Within a week, the number of afflicted individuals grew to 34, and by the end of the month, around 400 townspeople were engulfed in this uncontrollable dancing frenzy. The streets of Strasbourg transformed into a stage for this bewildering spectacle, with participants dancing for days without rest, driven by an unseen force. The afflicted individuals exhibited symptoms that were as perplexing as the epidemic itself. Dancers, consumed by a seemingly inexorable need to move, continued their frenetic activity day and night, with some reports indicating episodes lasting for weeks. Many suffered from exhaustion, dehydration, and even broken bones, yet the impulse to dance remained unyielded. Beyond the physical toll, there was a significant psychological impact, with participants experiencing periods of fear, despair, and hallucinations. The spectacle of the dancing plague not only ravaged the bodies of those affected, but also cast a shadow over the collective psyche of Strasbourg's residents. The dancing plague of 1518 unfolded against a backdrop of social and economic hardship in Strasbourg. The region had been battered by years of poor harvests, leading to widespread famine and disease. Such conditions were ripe for social unrest and could have contributed to the psychological stress experienced by the inhabitants. Several theories have been proposed to explain the origins of the dancing plague. Some historians suggest it may have been caused by ergot poisoning, due to the ingestion of grain contaminated with a psychoactive fungus, leading to convulsions and hallucinations. Others argue for a psychological basis, pointing to mass hysteria triggered by the extreme stress and hardship of the times. As the crisis peaked, authorities, desperate for a solution, decided on a radical approach. They encouraged more dancing. A stage was constructed and professional dancers were brought in to accompany the afflicted, with the belief that they could dance the malady away. Remarkably, the epidemic began to fade, and by September 1518, the dancing had ceased. The aftermath left the community exhausted and bewildered, searching for explanations and ways to prevent a recurrence. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most peculiar incidents, a testament to the complex interplay between mind, body, and society.